What's up, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Today's video, we're going to talk about this brand new summon pool event that just launched in game right now. So let's jump right into it. So first of all, we got this brand new summon pool. These things occasionally happen. Obviously, keep in mind that the fusion is happening September 5th. We got a force summon pool here. You see the headline champion is Freyja Fate Weather. She's actually a really good champion. I do have a showcase coming out for her soon. But she's a great champion, no doubt. And then we also have a bunch of legendary champions here, 8 of them to be exact. We have Harima, obviously a very nice prize as well. Glacade of the Meltwater is also very good. I would love to get my hands on this guy because I think he's a better Duchess because his passive gives your team more damage than what Duchess could provide. He also brings 4 total buffs in his total kit, as well as a turn meter boost as well. He's a very good champion, similar to Duchess. Candrafon here as well, former GOAT Force Affinity damage dealer, still incredibly strong A1, so good counter against getting locked out, for example. Deathbell here is actually a very solid champion, doesn't get as much love. Definitely going to see more play in Siege content, especially for Ogren Tribe only teams. Pythion, obviously one of the better team revivers, obviously has a great passive for damage mitigation. Stultus, also incredibly good, very tanky champion, multiple AoEs, stuns, self-buffing, which is really nice as well. Decent option for arena as well, hits decently hard. And also one of the best champions for hard dragon with his passive that reflects the poison off. We also have Wither the Crown. Wither the Crown to me is kind of like the cleanser that you use before Mithrala. She brings increased defense and continuous heals instead of increased attack. I think increased attack is a little bit more useful, and obviously Hex is more useful than having so many continuous heals. Placing Leech on the A1 is very nice. And then she brings a big heal as opposed to a shield. But obviously I think Mithrala's shield is a little bit better. So to me, Wither the Crown is just a slightly worser version than Mithrala. Up next, we have the epics. We do have some pieces here from Akage if people are still looking for those. We have Isabel here. We have Isenya here. I forgot who else is part of it. Quillen? Is Quillen part of the Mikage pieces? I think she might be. Anyways, Geomancer is obviously incredibly good. We have Daithi here, also very good. He's also very good for a lot of stages in Cintranos as well. Husk is obviously very good. Mordecai is the GOAT in some Cintranos levels as well. So some decent options here, and obviously most of these legendaries are very good. I mean, even Bad Alcazar, he has the cleanse, he has the poisons, and then he has the boosted passive for poisons. Still a very good champion in his own right. And of course, Freyja, the newest and bestest champion, I guess. She's very good, right? She brings the cleanse, block debuffs on a 3-turn with a turn meter boost, and then big shield, big increased defense. And then her A1 AoE, 40% chance to provoke. Very good champion, great overall base stats as well. Great champion. I think any of these champions you'll be happy with if you don't have them already. So let's talk about the rates. What's going on here? The rates are the same, 6% legendary, 94% epic. So same rates as the Sacred Shard. The thing is, the rates for these haven't changed in a little bit of time. It hasn't changed in a while. So it seems like Plarium's going to stick with these, but the summon cost has changed. So you can kind of see here, I have 35 crystals. These crystals came from the last summon pool. Unfortunately for me, the price of this went up. So it means that whatever resources I spent to get this 35 crystals for one pull in the previous pool now no longer can afford me one pull in this pool. That's very unfortunate for me. This is the first time that Plarium has actually done that. So it's, a bit of a surprise, but anyways, I'm not gonna, worry too much about it. The other thing is, look at the cost of this. It used to be one of these was about this cost. So one pull used to be $6.99 Canadian or whatever, but now it's actually double this. It's actually it's much more expensive. So basically what Plarium is saying that this one prism shard is actually much more expensive than what previous pools are. So they're valuing this pool at much higher dollar value. Anyways, let's look at what we have in terms of options of getting this free to play without spending any money. Just popping into the calendar here real quick. It looks like we do have the Sand Devil tournament that's currently up for grabs. It's still loading at about an hour away. So we do have the Prism Crystal here. It's going to probably be at the top. For level 100, it's probably going to be at 6,300 as per the usual. Hopefully it's 6,300 and not more than that, because you know, judging by how Plarium is valuing this pool, they might put this even higher than 6,300. But it's an hour away, hour and a half away until it launches, so I won't know by the time this video uploads. Maybe you guys will already know. And then we do have the Dungeon Diver event active that will have the Prism Crystal in it. So currently the Dungeon Diver is active. We can take a look at the Prism Crystal here at 3350. It's a short one. It's only 3 days. That kind of equals about 4,500, maybe closer to 5,000 energy. 5,000 energy. And the thing is, it's only for 20 pieces of this Prism Crystal. Keep in mind that it costs 40 of these crystals to pull once. This is actually ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous. Yeah, so it's actually ridiculous. I wish I had the full info of what this Sand Devil turn attack would be. If this was a 40 or a 20, I would be very surprised to see it as a 20, because that means you have to do both events to get one pull. That means Plarium is valuing this at a ridiculously high rate. So keep this in mind, guys. When you guys are looking at this event, I think ultimately you guys probably have to think about whether you guys are planning to go for Freyja in the Deck of Fate that will occur sometime in the coming weeks, days, whatever. Freyja will be a guarantee from the Deck of Fate. If you guys want her, that might be the better way to go instead of trying to go for her here. Considering how much they are valuing this pool as, both from a resource standpoint and from obviously a money standpoint. That would be my suggestion. Keep in mind that also the headline champion here, so it has a full 2% chance. So basically when you pull a legendary, 33% chance of pulling the headline champion. And then you have a 67% chance of pulling one of these 8 champions, if that makes sense. So you have a much higher percentage of pulling this singular champion if you pull a legendary from this shard. And you have a 1 in 8 if you pull you have a 67% chance of hitting one of these, and then you have a 1 in 8 of hitting one of these. That's the way it goes. Also keep in mind that there is a mercy system going on right now. Basically, if you exceed 20 prism pulls without a legendary, you get a 4% chance increase. That's going to be 4% on this 6, so it goes 6 to 10 to 14 to 18 and so forth. I mean, yeah, if you guys want to spend money, then go ahead. It's going to be a bottomless pit, right? But at least you guys have a mercy for it, so it's not the end of the world. And it's still better for, you know, spenders in that regard. Previously, there was no mercy at all, so it's definitely better for spenders. Anyways, guys, so you can see here it's still an hour and 16 minutes left for the Sand Devil to even start. So for me personally, I'm probably just going to spend my energy doing Sand Devil, just because Sand Devil tournament is just a good time to do Sand Devil. After that, I think this Dungeon Divers event's probably going to not going to happen for me, just because the energy spend is just way too high, and there's just really no other corresponding event that kind of, you know, lines up with. I know people would say like, oh, you can farm the event dungeon or whatever, but honestly, I'm waiting for like a 3x or 2x before I start farming seriously into the stage 30 event dungeon, to be honest. I did put about 10,000 points into my Odin trial or whatever that was, and I did end up winning my bracket. But I'm probably going to put in some serious energy once I see like a 2x or a 3x event going on. But yeah, definitely go for it if you guys are into farming this. I know a lot of people are going pretty crazy for it, so it is doing it's generating some pretty good gear for some people, definitely, if you want to spend the energy for it. So definitely worthwhile. I think it's a good set for, especially for PvP, so if you take that seriously, definitely go for that. But anyways, that's going to be it for the video. It's going to be mostly about this force summon pool here for Freyja, and you know, some really good force champions, to be honest. But for me, I'm just gonna sit pat. If I get one of the shards, I'll get a pull for the chase. Hopefully, I think it might be a chase this weekend, considering last weekend was a summon rush. So it might be a chase to start the Thor fusion. So this might be able to, you might be able to save this for the chase because it's 5 days away. So definitely consider that. If you guys don't want to pull for this, remember, hold the crystal in your event tab. Don't collect it, let it expire, and then you can transfer it over to the next summon pool. Just a quick bit of advice there. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Hopefully you guys have a great Monday, have a great Labor Day if you guys are in that part of the world. Let me know in the video comments below what you guys are planning to do, and I'll see you guys in the next video.